Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm John. Today we're going to be going over Angel Share by Kilian on the rocks. So first off, getting into the presentation, I have a travel size. This is an 8.5 milliliter, if I'm not mistaken. It actually has a decent little atomizer on it. Who is this for? I believe this is for someone who wants to wear something nice in the fall time or the winter time. It's a little lighter than the standard Angel Share by Kilian. It does have some of that booziness still. There's some orange bitters in here. There's some ice notes, which you can feel that ice note a little bit, but it does maintain that DNA of booziness cognac to it. So it is rather different in the sense that it's not very syrupy. At least not in the beginning phases. As it dries down, you get a little bit more woods. It does maintain that booziness all the way through, so if you're not a fan of that boozy kind of fragrance, this is probably one to stay away from. If you do like that DNA and you do like the booziness, then I would say to give this a try. That first initial blast is going to be all of your fruits on top, your grapefruit, orange, feels like there's some bergamot maybe in there. When it dries into the middle or the heart notes, that's where you're going to get some of those aldehydes, that musky kind of feeling. The ice notes, where it does feel kind of fresh, it gives a little bit of lift. And then further on down into the base notes is where you're going to get some of that cedar, some of that myrrh, which can lend a little bit of an incense kind of touch to the end of it. As far as the performance and the projection, it's going to sit a little closer. The initial blast does kind of push off because it's very fruity, citrusy. It does have some nice lift off the skin, but as it starts to tone down into the middle and the base notes, it's going to lend itself to be a little closer to the skin. Definitely still going to be probably an arm's length kind of smell. I think that people will still pick up on this. I tend to think that this is a rather nice change from the original Angel Share. And I say that because the original Angel Share is very boozy, it's very deep. It kind of reminds me of like a vanilla boozy pie. And that's particularly just a winter scent, at least in my opinion. I wouldn't go putting that on in any type of remote warm kind of weather because it'll become sickly sweet, cloying. This has a little bit more versatility. I still don't find this to be something you can wear in the heat. I have seen that people do, but I don't particularly care for wearing this in the heat. I think this would lend itself better to a fall day, a winter day, but it does have a nice little twist on that original DNA by lending itself to be a little bit cleaner and not as boozy, not as heavy. So I think because it kind of lacks that sweetness that the original has, it gives it a little more versatility for when you can wear it. I think it's rather quite nice, and I'll go ahead and put up the price on the screen here. Would I say it's full bottle worthy? Well, I have the actual 50 ml Angel Share, so I don't know that I would run right out to buy this. I'm more than happy with the travel spray, just so that I can put it on perhaps when I'd like to and experience this, but I don't know that I would rush out to buy the flanker. I think that I might enjoy this one a little bit better than the original Angel Share, but again, considering I do like that bottle and that I do like that smell, I just happened to acquire this after the fact. I don't know that it's going to replace that until perhaps I'm done with that bottle. This is still very remarkable though. Again, you're not going to probably want something like this unless you're into a boozy kind of scent. It's going to be a fall winter scent in my opinion. It's going to have that cognac aged in a whiskey barrel kind of, mixture. The fruits on top are nice, adds a nice fresh element, but again, that's going to subside fairly quickly. That's going to drop down into those mid notes probably within about 20 minutes, I would think. And then from there on out, it's all boozy, it's all base heavy, cedar woods. That's the end game with this fragrance. So if that's something you're interested in, you can probably easily find this to get your nose on at a Sephora or an Ulta. Maybe not an Ulta, but a Sephora or, you know, a Macy's, one of those kind of department stores. I would say it's not blind buy safe. Absolutely not. It's something you're going to want to smell or get a travel spray, sample online before you go ahead and commit to a full bottle, because it is definitely something acquired, just as most fragrances are. This is not blind buy safe. I do rather like this though. It gives me kind of cozy vibes. I'm actually recording this on a Sunday night prior to going back into the work week. Threw on a hoodie, wanted to get cozy, and I said, you know what, let me try a cozy fragrance review. And this is the one I chose to do so for tonight. So while I'm all cozy boy over here, I hope you're having a wonderful night, day, time, wherever you're at. And please let me know in the comments below if you've tried any of the Angel Share bottles or anything by Kilian. Which one's your favorite? How long do they last for you? And I will see you in the next video. Take care.